This is open gym for all members.
My left one is stronger.
Right. So ideally, you should be principles as all week long, a little bit of a pre-exhaust activity. There's the answer. So superset just means one exercise and immediately following this. So pre-exhaust to get that out of the way, and then do these two.
Okay.
And then come get me, and I'll rock
All right.
with that.
Thanks.
Cool.
All right.
No, as a lot of people have shoulder issues. I think that there's not enough working of the supporting muscles or the accessory muscles, the little muscles, the rotator cuff. Bigger muscle groups just get hit more, and they're sexier and they're easier to do. The little bullshit kind of like it's avoidable, so you tend to avoid it, right? One of the reasons. Also, I think that poor posture, and again, I think that comes from lacking certain exercises in your program. Yeah, poor posture meaning, shoulders rotating forward, and that can come from a lot of different ways. What we've seen now is sitting is the new smoking. So you're in front of a computer. A lot of people just sit in front of a computer. They have this horrible posture. Your core just kind of goes to sleep when you're sitting down. Legs, you lose circulation to your legs. Shoulders get lazy and heavy, and they come forward. Head comes forward, and now you kind of have this posture. And then every time your head's forward an inch, it weighs more. So I'm above out of the axis, the spinal axis, right? So it's out, heavy, out, heavy, out, heavy, and now you have this thing going on. Shoulders rotated forward. These muscles get super tight, scrunched up. Your posture muscles never get really worked. Your extensor muscles never really get stronger. So you just kind of go into here, and then even when you do recognize it, you do a little stretching, a little strengthening, but then you go right back to your desk and you're here. You're sitting behind a desk at work. But before you get to work, you're driving in a car and you're sitting behind a wheel. Before you do that, you're sitting at the breakfast table, if you have breakfast, and you're having breakfast and you're sitting down. So you're sitting down for like 75-80% of your day. And then on top of it, what I experienced as a kid is I had a confidence issue, right? Not because I didn't have the body. I had the body, but I was insecure because I used to get made fun of because why are you sticking your chest out? And at that point I was sticking my chest out, right? But I used to go here. So you see a lot of tall people go through that too. Like they don't want to be tall, they don't want to stand out, so they go here, they try to shrink themselves, right? So they make themselves look like insecure and like shit. And then at that time it's too late. Now I want to be fucking. That's right, motherfucker, look at my chest. Did you really? Alright, cool. I always want to do some kind of pulling before I do a pushing.
Pull apart and these.
Perfect. So then I would even start if you want. You want to start, let's do some push. So how you could avoid the pain a little bit, brother, is try to bring your elbows in a little bit.
Okay.
You're more here. So you're basically in a neutral position, but your wrists are in a Have a good day, Beck. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
So keep your elbows close to your body. That's tight right now. I want to superset these with shrugs. Ask me why.
Why?
Okay, because when you're doing dips, you got your traps involved, right? Believe it or not. When you're pushing, your traps actually elevate and depress your scapula, right? So think elevate, think depress, right? So if you're depressing, when you're pushing down, traps are working in that regard. So a nice complement superset would be elevate.
How's it going?
But if they feel better for you.
That means it's a double workout. I have 28 days, guys.
28 days. To what?
To competition.
Oh, I didn't know that. Congrats.
Progressive overload, bro.
Oh, is that always the case? Yeah.
Always. Unless it's a strength exercise or a strength program where we're saying, I want you to do 5 sets of 8, or I want you to do 5 sets of 5, whatever it is. So you find that weight and you stick to it. When we're doing these hypertrophy, kind of strength hypertrophy programs, you kind of want to go up every time, or at least until you get to a point where you can't go up, and then you can do a set or 2 there. But I've always been a big believer in, even if it's a small amount of weight, constantly overloading that muscle with heavier weight. Your body just gets stronger. Your body gets used to handling heavier weights, even if it's not the same amount of reps. Does that make sense?
They do the dietary fibers and stuff like that, and reduce the calories. So I don't like to follow theirs because body's calories are on point. Like when you put it in, they know exactly how many calories you took in. So that's why I follow.
I use Calorie King.
Yeah, Calorie King is good.
I just wanted to tell people what is this like this, and then I try to figure out.
Because that's the whole problem. Like they keep on like they'll say like 3 grams of carbs, 3 grams of carbs in the front, and I'm like, wait, what? 3 grams of carbs?
But I thought
it's dietary fiber. That's you can't pronounce shit.
See, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, you gotta look at the back. You gotta look at the.
Because my Quest bars are like that. It'll say like 9 or 10, but
no, like 20. Like bare minimum, I think the lowest one is probably like 21 carbs. But I love Quest bars. I always fit Quest bars.
But then it has all the dietary. So when you factor out the dietary fiber, and then once the dietary fiber and sugars, you subtract that out of the total they have, and that's really your carbs.
Well, no, they'll give you on the back it'll actually tell you how many carbs are in the thing.
stop here. You want to stop all the way up. Those straps involved. Good, nice to control it. Full range, control it. So your traps actually pull your shoulders back and up and down. So it's back, up, down.
Difference there.
I'm not sure if I could with that exercise and do them correctly, you know, because I really want to pull my shoulders back and then up. In order to do that, you need to be controlled, right? I used to crank out, but again, that's pulling me forward, it's pushing my head forward, what we talked about earlier. I want to do the complete opposite. I want to pull back, I want my traps to work. So I want to pull my shoulders back, engage those traps, lift up, and if you want to bring it one step further, drive your elbows up a little bit higher. So further engage the traps in the rhomboids, which are a little bit deeper on the traps.
Yeah, I saw you had like a little bend to the
Arc,
elbow there. Yeah.
right, exactly. Because, again, the closer I bend my elbow to my body, more triceps and biceps. They're further away, less arms, more of the other muscle you're trying to work. Does that make sense?
Running, it's the only time I am super conscious and focused on what's around me. I watch everything.
That's a wrap. A little vertical push-pull today. Delts and lats. Feel pretty good. Overall, great workout. See you next Saturday.